Welcome or welcome back to the CNC Advantage. Today we are doing a collective reading, and so we'll see how this resonates for everybody. Cooper is already out. I haven't even started, so who knows? Oh, no, he is with us. Hi. Yeah. Oh, but he's being a little camera shy today, so it's me. But maybe later. So I was asked Spirit what the message was for today, and waiting for him to tell me what sign I was reading for. Apparently there's no sign. It's collective. But in the meantime, some cards did come out, so we got some shit to go over. We have your lunar eclipse that we went through, and change is in reverse. So when we all went through the lunar eclipse, and then the solar eclipse was right after that, and it was just like bam bam, just a lot of energy flowing. And some people made really good changes right around then, and some people made some not so good changes, right? Maybe you possibly overcorrected something, so I don't want to do this anymore. I'm going to try and set healthier boundaries, and then I pushed that boundary a little too far, so I not only did I correct it, I overcorrected it. So now we're going to take a minute, be like, okay, I see what I did there. All right, I can do it better. I can do better. All right, now I'll do it better next time. That's all there is to it, right? So maybe there's a certain change that you made right around here, which was, just before the beginning of May and the end of April, you made a change. So maybe you just need to tweak that change, or revise it, or revisit it. Make sure that it was in your highest good, and that it's working out the way that you had hoped, and if it's not, then explore that, and make your life better, be the change you want, kind of thing. So after that, we have, so the number on that was 43, just so you know, 43. Your next card is 33. It is of the 9th house, and this speaks to your faith. So maybe this change that you made, whether you realized it out of the gate or not, impacted your faith somehow. It strengthened it, it weakened it, it made you question it for a moment, whatever it is, this change, right? And there's no way to say this one change, because I'm reading for everyone now. But this one thing that you did, you're missing how it connects back to your faith, or everything is a test of faith. What do you put over or under your God? What do you put over and under you and your self-worth? Everything is a test. Everything. So when you think of things testing your faith, that it has nothing to do with religion. Religion has nothing to do with him testing your faith. I know it sounds like an oxymoron, doesn't it? It's when you shoot pool and you trust yourself and you trust that you have the shot and da-da-da, it's hard for other people to rattle you and shake you and this and that, da-da-da. Your faith has nothing to do with pool, you say, but I say I disagree. It's faith in yourself. It's faith in God. It is faith in oneness. All of it is oneness. So no matter how it relates, it always comes back to loving others, which is to love God, which takes faith. A lot of it. People test us, and we're like, man, why does God just not eat us alive sometimes? I do wonder, you know, shit, if he has like them days like, oh, you guys are starting to look a lot like chicken nuggets. I actually say that to Cooper weekly, maybe daily. But yes. And I love my dog, so don't, yeah. Let's see. Void of the course moon. Missing. Something's missing. The number on this one is 52. I'm gonna look it up just because it has been a minute since I've read this one. It is the last one in the entire book. The moon is a friend for the lonesome to talk to. No wonder we get along so well. All is not as it seems. The void of course moon card can be daunting. It may not be a good or appropriate time to answer your question. As it is now, the results may not be what you want. What is a void of course moon? The moon travels through the entire zodiac in 27.5 days. There is a moment when the moon makes its last major aspect before leaving one sign and entering the next. It's as if the moon has gone to sleep. Her wisdom is being withheld until she moves into a new sign and the moon begins a new chapter or story. The usual axiom for starting things on a void course moon is nothing will come of the matter. Matters will not go as you planned. In fact, most of the time it will end up far worse than you planned. You have been caught blissfully unaware. You've missed something or you weren't paying close enough attention, but you won't be able to set the situation right at the current time. The card says to sit still and stay as you are. Take no action at the current time. Wait for the storm to pass over. It is time to be patient and allow matters to settle before beginning anew. Allow this matter to resolve on its own without your help, work, or interference. That sounds like a... Oh, you can see it's broken and you tell me not to fix it. Sit there and do nothing. Just look at it broken like that. Are you kidding me? It's like, let me fix it, please. Let me fix it. Oh my God. Sorry. I don't know. Maybe I worked too hard. I had got a little bit of sun today. Don't bail anyone out or make loans currently because it is unlikely you will be repaid. Ooh, so no loans. Medical results will probably not be accurate. If your question is about a job or a career move, then it is not the right one. Jeez, oh Pete. If you apply for a job and get hired, it will not be long lasting. It's possible you will get hired and then more suitable job will come along and you will have to leave the first one. Oh, there's nothing wrong with that. Leapfrog up. Bam, baby. After a long and costly effort, your matter in question may fail. People around you may start behaving like screw-ups. Ooh, isn't that daily? Sorry. It could be that great passions are playing against you. Discipline is needed. It is not a time to act impulsively. Whatever you do as your routine will stay as it is. However, matters that are unplanned or spontaneous will tend to work out for you. So just wing it. Wing it. I want wing it. my god. I swear I haven't been drinking or anything. Maybe I should start. A void of course moon can be used for your benefit. So keep this in mind when this card shows up in a spread. For instance, you can work on something you really don't want. You can interact with persons you don't really want to become a fixture in your life. Embarking on anything new or untried will tend to go wrong. In other words, when the void of course moon card presents itself in a spread, if you agree to plans you don't really want to come about, then it will be very likely they will not come about. There you go. Just say something, man. However, meditation and any type of psychic or spiritual efforts will work out better when the void of course moon card turns up. It is a good time to dream and even make plans. Just don't act on them yet. Also, do not plan a wedding if this card comes up. Keep in mind the time is not yet right. Okay, so this card also represents the 8 of Cups in the tarot deck. I did not know that. 8 Cups. It's usually where you're walking away. You've learned your lessons. You're like, screw it. I got 8 cups filled up. I did good. Da da da. This is something went terribly wrong, and you're like, screw it. Keep it 8 cups. I'm out of here. So key ideas to take away from this is silence, failed judgment, false readings, wasted effort, the wrong choice, missed opportunity, sleep, and recovery. False readings. I keep getting alerts that people try to read my energy, right? And I've put up a block where if you don't benefit your highest interest, right, that you can't read it. There will be a barrier. And the only thing that they will be able to read is their own worst fears. So the reader, whoever's there, and whoever this person is asking for a reading on me for, they're just going to read that person's fears. Nothing to do with my energy. So, false readings. Yeah, those are possible. As powerful protection spells. Set the right way. It works, man. Try it. Anyways. The next card we have here is number 39. And is an air element of communicating. So now's the time to reflect. Make plans, but don't act on them, or just go out and wing it. Just try something new. You know, don't plan it. Just go out and be spontaneous and see what happens. You know, life can become dull and stagnant if we don't shake things up. And we're waiting to meet someone else that'll shake it up for us, you know, and da da da. We need to awaken that within ourselves, and then we can share that with the world. So if you feel that you're in a stagnant place and you're not having fun, get out, start communicating. Go to fairs and the art exhibits. All these craft fairs are going on. There are, you know, all the sporting events. Go to one. Meet people. Comment on the game, you know, you know, just meet people. doesn't always have to be going to the bar, you know, and you could go to church. Lovely people to meet at church. Um, Spirit's pretty funny. Alright, anyways. Take a walk down by the lake. Lots of great people to meet down there as well. Go to a rodeo. Go to a carnival. Go to a tulip fest. You know, get out there. Just be spontaneous and just go. Break out of this stagnant energy. Something is clouding your judgment. Making it almost murky, right? It's you're looking at the situation, and yet maybe you're being a little biased. Maybe you're cutting that person a little too much slack. Maybe you're being a little too forgiving without, you know, them even apologizing yet. There's nothing wrong with that, but I mean, if you allow them to take advantage of you because you were forgiving, now there is a problem with that. It's okay to forgive, but don't allow them to keep stabbing you the same way, you know? I have trouble with that one when I love. I do. So, you know, there's a lot of blue in this card. Feels like a lot of emotions are flowing. There's some white, so I mean some of the masculine is trying to shine through and, you know, and shed some light on things. Remember that it's not all bad to see things for what they truly are. It gives us answers. It gives us, oh, I can barely see. Oh, that is a little better. Okay. A little bit of a headache all of a sudden here. Okay. Once you know it, Jupiter and Uranus came out together again for the last part of your reading here, or, you know, just this deck, if you will. Jupiter returns for benefits, and Uranus for genius, and they're in conjunction for, if I'm correct, they're going to be in conjunction for the rest of this year, so get used to it. And so if you were feeling pretty good at the end of April and something changed into May, and you're like, man, what the hell? Yeah, I think I got that right. Yeah, so, and yeah, because this change is going to be here for the rest of the year. So make the best of it and start making your adjustments to, you know, these two being so close together. And Jupiter's huge. Jupiter is enormous, right? And Uranus, right? Uranus is actually a very good card. You ever read about Uranus? Let's read this one too, because it is very, very interesting. Oops, got my book backwards and upside down. Okay. The public is wonderfully tolerant. It forgives everything except genius. The sudden bolt of a surprise that causes chaos. Uranus, the great awakener, is here to wake you up. According to myth, out of chaos emerged two expressions of deities, Gaia, Mother Earth, and Uranus, Father Sky. As the higher octave of Mercury, Uranus arrives to break the rules and smash established structures. It is the planet of not only genius, but also intuition, which arrives in sudden flashes, just like the lightning seemingly out of nowhere. Uranus is a revolutionary planet, opening up channels to the higher mind and bringing about necessary changes which can no longer be resisted. The great humanitarian Uranus is not really personal, and its viewpoint is one that is detached and unemotional. It symbolizes one who doesn't really need a partner, but is friend and soulmate to everyone. Those under the influence of Uranus are objective just enough to derive reliable insight into other people's motivations. These types tend to be brainy and cool. Such detachment is needed when everything is about to be turned upside down. Another very important element of Uranus is its link to technological advances and how the future is going to look and be. When the Uranus card comes up in a reading, there will be jolts and surprises in regards to your question or focus. After all, Uranus is the upstart planet, so there won't be any smooth ride here. You can anticipate matters to turn rather eccentric, if not shocking, and not in the way that you expected either. Don't look upon these manifestations as wrong for you. Instead, go with it and see how your life becomes transformed in ways that not exactly as you predicted, but even better. You may feel excitable or nervous at present, especially when it comes to the things you are currently focusing on. It may seem as if everything is speeded up, even forced against your will, and it is not a good idea to resist. The best approach is to entertain the possibilities of what you are about to learn. You can anticipate this change to be a liberating force, offering a new course or path. Since Uranus is a planet of technology, you may find yourself having to master a tool, machine, computer, or even jobs involving the internet. Since Uranus is a planet of air, storms, and lightning, anything having to do with flight, messages carried by the air, and electrical energies will be a major part of it. Phones, television sets, computers, artificial intelligence, bionics may also figure in. Your surroundings may start exhibiting electrical malfunctions as well. It is important to pay close attention to the wiring in your home or office. It is also important to point out the connection between the Uranus and alternative forms of sexuality and gender identity. In fact, Victorian England, homosexual and transgender people were referred to Uranians. Therefore, you might find yourself among people with alternative viewpoints, sexuality, and sometimes people of a different class or background. All in all, this card means your life is about to be changed in big ways rather than small ones. The Uranus card says go with it and see what happens. It also corresponds to the Tower card in the tarot deck. Key ideas to take away: change, revolution, shocks, genius, technology, and alternative lifestyles. What I see is a man who's grounded, but he's reaching even deeper. He knows that he can reach even deeper and ground even more. And when you're grounded, man, can tell because he's on the ground right here. He's already, and he's reaching even deeper. Jupiter returns. When I look at this card, I see the crescent moon. I see lovers entangled, their bodies twisted together. The one is practically naked, from what I can tell. And he's catching her as if she's falling from the sky. And he's looking up going, oh, please don't take her. Please don't. And she just leans her head back and says, it's okay. It's okay. And he can't even look at her because he's busy begging God to keep her. The irony, right? Why is it? Seems like a lot of mixed messages here. You guys got a lot going on. Sounds like your love lives are beautifully entangled right now. Maybe a little messy. Maybe your focus is not entirely on the being in the moment with your person. Maybe you could focus on that a little bit more. And then if we go back to the lunar thing and the change that you made back then, maybe you made a change, a romantic change that you need to start making plans on how to make it right. Don't act on them yet, right? Because if it's a big thing like that, you should plan. If you're just gonna go out and go have a girls' night or a boys' night out kind of thing, then be spontaneous. Go have a good time. Be safe. But big things in your life, and take the time to plan those things out. Wait, have discernment. Let things play out. Maybe there's something that is going to be revealed that you had no idea was happening. You would never even dream of what's going on, kind of thing. Just not in your repertoire, So let's see what else we have here. Maybe this will help shed some more light on some things for us, right? Look at requited love in reverse. Be beautiful in reverse. And invite your shadow to the party. You guys, alright. So you're in love. You're head over heels. Everything that you've ever wanted. You know it. It's right there in front of you. You can taste it. They do not return your love. which makes you feel not beautiful, not valued, not good enough, not worthy. It makes you doubt yourself, makes you doubt whether you deserve love. And then it's time to invite your shadows to the party. So, you know, if you had any other childhood trauma, you know, that you want to couple on top of this unrequited love, it's going to amplify this. And then when you open this can of worms, because it's going to either open itself or you're going to get to it. Usually it opens itself in a surprising way. I'd be like, oh shit, I didn't even know that was there. Yeah, well, yeah, that happens a lot. So don't be hard on yourself, right? There's a way through this. We'll work through it. It's gonna be all right. So as you look at this person, this other person who's not returning your love, you need to look at them and say, is it me? Is it them? What did I do wrong? You know, what could I have done better? No. It wasn't you. It wasn't you at all. Alright? What Spirit is saying is, can't shuffle these cards here. My God, I am all thumbs. Is depending on the trauma that you've been through and the rejection and abandonment issues and resentment from that, and you know, and how those stem into other things that it wasn't the same situation, so we disconnected them. And Lord is saying those are not disconnected here. They are connected. All right. It's okay that they're connected, but as long as you take a moment and work through this shit, you know, and be like, all right, I see what the Lord is saying. You know, maybe this person just didn't see how beautiful you were. They were too shallow to see you. Now, that doesn't make you bad. That doesn't make anything wrong with you, you know. Another thing is that it could have just been the right people, wrong time. That one really sucks too. In Between Lifetime Lagoon. That's a beautiful card. There is no there. I do love that one as well. And In the World, but not of it. In reverse. They glisten when you listen. That's on the bottom of the deck. In Between Lifetime Lagoon. Now, you should see this card. Right? A lot of emotions here. A lot of blues, teals, purples, crown chakras, throat chakras. Throat, yeah. Connecting with nature. She's almost dreamy at the same time, how her hair fades into the water as if they would become one. How about that oneness, huh? Oh, it's beautiful, man. They may have not have loved you back, but this card is saying it is not your fault. They were not ready to see you as you and all the beauty that you are, and I've got something better for you. Look at how this dolphin is looking over you. going, damn, they passed on that? Shit. And it's rushing in. Love is rushing in. Alignment with the universe is rushing in. Always like how dolphins always look happy. Just kind of like Cooper. They'd be here. Anyways, yeah, so maybe someone just delightfully goofy is gonna charm the living pants right off you, you know? I love it when they're funny and charming. It's tough because I have a weird sense of humor, but so there is no there. So you keep thinking that I'm gonna be happy once I find this, or I'm gonna be good once I get there, and I'm gonna be good once I get there. Just so you know, there is no there. So you saying I'm gonna be happy then, and I'm gonna be better then. The Lord is saying there is no then, there is no there. Just be happy now. Be in the moment. Feel the moment. Taste the moment. Feel it. You know, just take it all in. Make the moment your bitch. Oh my gosh, you guys. What the hell? So, and then in the world, but not of it. And that's in reverse. So what do I see when I look at the card like this? It's a giant mountain, but if you look at it, it's an upside down triangle, which is the water sign. So, and if I look at your cards, you've got a lot of blue and you've got a shit ton of water. I mean, just a ton of it. So maybe your new love sign would be of a water sign. That'd be Scorpio, Pisces, or Cancer. So who knows, huh? Maybe it's a sign. In the world, but not of it. Upside down. Maybe you're living this and allowing it, you know, to isolate you too much. Does that make sense? Instead of dancing on top of your world and, you know, just letting the world come to you, you're so focused on everyone else that no one else can be focused on you because you're not even focused on you. Okay. Alright, try our handy dandy tarot deck. See if there's anything else they want to add to this, because I can't think of any other questions to add. I'm just making a huge old mess tonight. Yes I am. Okay, so let's do 3 cuts and we'll see what we get. We have the Sun in the upright. Yay. And we have the Page of Swords. And we have the 4 of Cups in reverse, which is good, usually good. So, right. So if we look at the 3 of these together, it will give us the energy of your reading for this part, for this section. So the divine was giving you an offer, and you did not refuse it. That's why it's in reverse. So you accepted your divine gift. You were grateful. It led to the Sun. It led you to energy and new gifts and it looks like a family. Someone to pass on your messages of truth to. You have a divine offering coming in. That could lead to your family life. Oh. Well, no shit. The Hierophant. I hear wedding bells. Maybe not immediately because the Void of the Chorus Moon said don't get married right away, but this new Cancer sign, or not Cancer, I'm sorry, water sign could be planned properly. Could work out very, very well for you, huh? Sounds like there's definitely someone you got your sights set on. Let's see. What else does Spirit have to tell us? Will the Scorpio say yes? Oh gosh, I said Scorpio. What am I doing? Will this water sign say yes? That's funny. Oh my goodness. Getting weird old hiccups tonight. Like mind hiccups. Yeah. I don't normally do that. I don't know. Not like that. Oh shit. Alright, let me get. You got the Three of Wands, Ace of Cups, you got the Knight of Swords in reverse, you have Justice in reverse, and you also have the Phoenix. So Three of Wands. Three of Wands talks about standing there waiting for something to come to fruition, watching your ships come in kind of thing. And here you can see all the magic going on around the tree, and things are starting to light up. Oh yeah, all right, so now I've done the hard work and my profits are starting to roll in. Yeah, this is feeling good, right? Oh, but it's not necessarily profits, is it? When it's the Ace of Cups that's coming in next. That's love, you guys. Man, you guys are heating things up. You definitely. And the Knight of Swords is in reverse. So you're taking things nice and slow. You're not rushing this. You're being honest and truthful, and you're not being sketchy. Make sure that the other person is. So when you see the Knight of Swords in reverse, it could be, the speed at which they're going. It could be the truth, whether they're telling the truth or not. Right? It's like the first thing that comes to my mind when I see this right now, in reverse. So take it as it resonates. Maybe someone's lying to you as well. So be on the lookout for that. Maybe they have a good reason for the lies they're telling. Lies are not always bad, and people tell lies because they're afraid to tell you the truth. And how you'll react, and then sometimes that whole thing gets built up in their head and they make it worse than what it actually would be, and then telling you the actual truth. That's why they have Justice in reverse here. They're afraid because they think that they're going to be unjustly judged. 44:44 on the clock. They feel that this unhidden, there's a hidden truth here of some sort, that they feel you're not going to judge them fairly. But the funny thing is when you do find out, and you forgive them, or you accept what this new thing is, the whole relationship feels like it has shifted into the next gear. Like, all right, you get me, and I feel you now. You know, it's like a rebirth, a real connect. It's a divine connection. People are so afraid of sharing what they are with who they love the most because they're afraid to lose them. 45:45 on the clock. But standing in that truth, I'm telling you, it gives you a sense of security. And, yeah, it's worth it. Yeah, these people's car. Not much I can do about that. So, the Phoenix, right? Stand in the truth. Stand in forgiveness and all that. Right? It's gonna be okay. Looks like it's gonna lead to love and marriage. Well, you guys are gonna be busy. Well, if any part of this resonated, please, if you liked any of this, or if I made you laugh, or if I made you smile or cry a little bit or something, I would really love if you go ahead and smash that like button for me. If you want to join my soul tribe, go ahead and subscribe. You'll be notified when I give my wacky, crazy fucking readings. And just so you know, they're all timeless. So when they do find you, there's something here for you. Okay? All right. Well, thank you guys so much. And love and light.